Hello everyone, and today we'll be going to learn that how to write an equation from two coordinates given to us. So let's begin. First of all, looking at the general equation, which is y is equals to mx plus c, where y and x are the coordinates. We can use any of the coordinates given on a straight line, and m is the gradient and c is the y-intercept. We'll be going to learn about what are the gradient, what are the y-intercept, and then how to write an equation. So if I talk about this example, y is equals to 3x plus 6, so we can compare it with our general equation to find the gradient and the y-intercept. That the constant number written with a variable x is known as the gradient, that is m, and in this case we can see that this 3 is the gradient, so we can directly write that 3 is the gradient. And when the constant number is written, it is c, which is y-intercept, and this here the 6 is y-intercept. So this is just how we compare and find the gradient and y-intercept from the equation, comparing it with the general equation. If we need to write an equation and we have the points given on a graph paper, or they are just noted by any two coordinates or three coordinates are given on a straight line, and we need to write or find a general equation of the straight line. So we use this phenomena to find the equation. First of all, we find the gradient of the line of that line which is given to us. Then we find the y-intercept, and then we plug in the values of gradient and y-intercept to find our equation. So this is how we find the gradient of any equation. When I talk about the gradient, it is actually rise over run, that how much value of x is increasing when we increase the value of y, or how much value of y increases when we increase the value of x. So generally when you talk about the increasing values of x, as it is the independent variable, so the way the x values increases and the y value increases, the comparison is known as the gradient. So how do we calculate that? We take any two coordinates of this line. We can take -3 comma -7, or -2 comma -5, -1 comma -3, or any of the gradient, any of the point from this equation, and we can use it for the gradient. So here I have taken two coordinates, which is coordinate 1 1 comma 1, this one, and the other coordinate is 2 comma 3, this one. So I have noted this first coordinate is 1 comma 1 and second coordinate is 2 comma 3. So when I talk about the first coordinate, that is 1 comma 1, I can say that first coordinate x, the first value of the coordinate written here is always x, and the second one is y. So I can call it x1 and this is y1, as this is coordinate 1. And the other value, which is 2 of the coordinate 2, this is x2 and this is y2. And we plug in the values in this formula, that is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, and here I have put the values 3 minus 1 and 2 minus 1 to get our answer as 2, which is the gradient. After finding the gradient, we will find the y-intercept as I taught earlier. So I noted that the two coordinates I have mentioned earlier, and the gradient which we calculated just now, that is 2. I can use any of these coordinate or any other coordinate given on a straight line and the gradient to find the y-intercept. So we'll plug in the values here. Y is equals to mx plus c. We'll place the y coordinate as I have bolded this first coordinate 1 comma 1. So I'll plug the value of 1 and y. This m would be 2 and this x would be 1, and we'll find c. So this is how we plugged in the values, and we have got the value of c as -1. So now I have the value of c, that is -1, and I have the gradient, which is 2. As I have both the values which I can plug in the general equation, so I'll plug in the values as -1, which is c, and the gradient, which is 2, and I'll have my equation y is equals to mx plus c. I'll plug in the value of m as 2 and c as -1. So I got the equation, which is y is equals to 2x minus 1. When I talk about the y-intercept, what is y-intercept? I can find directly y-intercept looking at the line as well. Y-intercept is the point where the line cuts the y-axis. So this is the y-axis, and this blue is my line. and it is cutting the line, blue line is cutting the y-axis at point 0 comma minus 1, where y coordinate is minus 1. So when the line is, blue line is cutting the y-axis, it is at minus 1 here, so our y-intercept is minus 1 here as well. So we can calculate it, or we can just look at the graph and we can find the values as well. So this is how we find the equation of a straight line. Thank you everyone.